Okay, now I want to show you how to design a PID control system using MATLAB Simulink. Okay, first I want to show you the complete block diagram of the system that show relationship with other component dynamic. This in the tutorial I have show you how to develop this block diagram. Yeah, this I only show it, and then we will use this model, this block. Okay, from the previous block, yeah, from these blocks we can derive it transfer function. This is the transfer function. Okay, after we get the transfer function of the system, this system, we develop the block diagram like this. Yeah, where this is the GS. This is the transfer function of the system, and then we give gain KP. Gain KP. That is the mechanism. This is the block. After we get the it transfer function, and then we develop this block. Okay, there are two kind of fine tuning using Ziegler-Nichols. It is the first method and the second method. For in this class, I concern about the second method. For the first method, we adjust KP until we get the response of the system like this. It is like the first order system. It is the ball graph. This is the response of the system, and then after that we get the makes the tangent line inflection of this graph, this signal. And then after that we can get this from this until this we get L, and then this until this we get T, and then 0 until the setting point we get K. Using this parameter L, T, and K, you can determine the gain of the PID using the table in chapter 2 slide, chapter 7 slide, I'm sorry, to determine the gain of PID, and the use table as in chapter 7 slide. You can find it there. Okay, now we come into the PID gain tuning using second method, Ziegler-Nichols. We concern about this. And then from the this block, from this block, we can determine the CE, characteristic equation. That is the formula to get the characteristic equation, and then we substitute, and then at the end there is the characteristic equation of the system. Okay, using Routh-Hurwitz criteria, we will can determine K, the value of K. We need critical values of K. As the mechanism, you have studied how to use Routh-Hurwitz. Okay, that is the mechanism how to determine A, and there is the value for A, and there is value for K, for B, I'm sorry, for B, and is in order stable, and the system must be the first A must be more than 0, and then we get here that K, yeah, K less than 1767.0435, and then the second from B we get that K more than this and then k more than 0, and at the end it is the value for k. The KCR, that is the maximum values for k here. It is the critical value of k. Then we give the symbol KCR, and it is the KCR. Okay, and then after that, how to get the PCR? PCR we call the period, critical period, and then how to get it? And then we use the second order of this part, and it is from this we can get the PCR value of k. We have get value of k, and then we substitute, and then it is the formula. We substitute value of k, and we get this, and then equal to 0. Okay, and at the end we get that S, it is plus minus G 7.7 x 36. Okay, we know that there is the omega, and period, there is 2.5 per omega. At the end we get this value. We got that, we say that critical period, that is the critical period we get. We have get the KCR and then PCR. Okay, and then using the table that in the slide, we can calculate KP, proportional gain. This for PID 0.6 KCR, and then this is the value for KP, and there is KI is equal to 1.2 KCR per PCR, and then we get this KI 2617.422, and there is for KD equal to 0.075 KCR PCR, and then we get this value for KD, or from this table we can see it is KP for proportional these values. If we apply proportional controller, that is the value for KP, and then TI, that is equal to infinite, and then KI 0, TD 0, it means KD also 0. And then for PI controller, that is the value for KP, and there is the formula for TI, and there is formula for KI, and then there is 0, and there is for PID. This. Okay, now we will use these values to design the PID controller using MATLAB Simulink. Okay, next we continue with MATLAB Simulink. So how to implement PID control using MATLAB Simulink? Okay, the first step, you click this MATLAB Simulink. You click this MATLAB, and next will be appear this. And then you come into home, and there is the Simulink. You click this Simulink, and then will be appear this. This will be appear this. It is the model for Simulink. Okay. Okay, I will show it again. Yeah, the first you click this, and will be appear this. I'm sorry. Will be appear this, and then if you click this, create the model, and will be appear this. This is where we develop the model, and then After that, click the library browser, and after you click, and will be appear this. This is the properties, how to develop the model. And then okay, from this we start how to develop the model first, yeah. And in this case I use the subsystem to develop the model. It is we come into this here, we look at subsystem. We add into the block model. Okay, it is the subsystem. We click the subsystem here, related the model that I have so previous, yeah. Okay, next after that we need first there is gain, we need gain there. Okay, it is and then this we need it. What other? Okay, again we need gain, add gain. We need to sum, 1 2, yeah, 2. Please refer the model again. We need this 2. Okay, next we also need transfer function. Transfer function here, I think there is here. Okay, this is the transfer function. Okay, and then although we need integrator or differentiator. It is if differential, it means s, yeah, dt d per dt is equal to s in Laplace. Okay, I think that is enough. The first step, and it is we change because of our system plus minus, yeah. Okay, we change it plus minus. Okay, and then the second is minus plus, yeah, minus plus. Okay, that is from the that is the input. We connect, and then first transfer function, our first transfer function, there is 1.20x, 1.20x per 0.121, and then 11.2, then 11.2. Okay, what happened? Oh, okay, that is I have work. Okay, increase the size in order to show. Okay, this is easy to arrange the position. Okay, we try to flip, yeah. Okay, this for plus, and then the this second we need one transformation more. Okay, Okay, that is the second transfer function. This values 1 per 0.222 and it is 0.003. Okay, we increase the size. Okay, after that okay, this value is 0.2 0.2. Okay, and then 1 per s. Okay, it is for 0.2 per s. This is the result. Okay, this is the output. Okay. Okay, now feedback. Feedback, we need one that is we rotate the direction. Okay, then we need one more gain. Again we will also rotate. Okay. The value is 0.044 s. Okay. Okay, this is our system. One more, one more. Oh, we also need one more gain. We flip, we rotate it direction. Okay. Okay, this is from here. The size, the value is 1.25. Okay. Now we have successful developed our model. If you want to save, you can save it. Save, give the name. For example, save as. Okay, system block. We save. For me, I save in the chapter 7. Okay. Okay. Wait a moment. Okay, and it is we increase the size in order. Okay, save again. Okay, now we come into the system. This is our system. This is our system. Next, if you want to see what happened if we give the input signal. For example, we give step input. Okay, step input. How to show the response? It is we use a scope. We use scope, edit scope, and then here It is the open loop. Okay, that is our input. How to show the result, and then we run, but it takes a time to compile first. Now simulation has finished, and then we can see what kind of the response. And it is the response of the system. If you want to compare with the input signal, it is easy to work, and by add the multiplexer. We need multiplexer. Okay, add this, and then we cut it first. Okay, we simulate it again. Okay, and so the it is yellow, that is the input, and then the blue, that is the response of the system. Okay, this it is for open loop system response. Okay, next we design the P controller. Okay, P controller, we need the gain, proportional gain, and then summing point. Okay, I think only this we need. Okay, this summing point. Our system there is negative feedback. Change it. Okay, there is input, and there is the proportional gain. Okay, we copy our system. Okay, I think we need scroll. If we next time we need it, we not need yet to copy. Okay. Okay. Yes. If we want to compare it. And then proportional gain KP, that is x 683.521x. Okay. Okay. Now our system is controlled using proportional controller. Okay, now we can simulate it again. Okay, we can show the result. This is the result. Because of here the response is higher than the input, difficult to our to differentiate, and then maybe it's not best if we use it. Maybe the best to our direct. Okay, you can see what kind of this is the response without with the proportional controller manual tuning. Okay, next PI controller. Okay, for PI controller we need proportional gain. We need proportional gain, KP gain, and then integral. Okay, this integral. This is our system. Okay, just from input signal, and this we combine plus. Okay, okay. Okay. Okay, Now finish for PI. Okay, gain not yet. Gain for PI is 795. 795.1696. 1696. Okay. We increase the size, and then for PI 117x 117x point 029. Okay. Okay, now we can simulate it. Okay. There is for PI. Okay, it is for PI controller. See here, that is for P controller. Okay, next PID manual. PID that we develop from manual tuning. Manual tuning. It means we need this copy. Now 3 we plus it 1. Okay. 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 We need 3 gain. 3 gain. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and also we need integrator, and we need differentiator. Oh, where is differentiator? Okay. Okay. This gain proportional gain is 1060 point 2221 2261. Okay, and for differential, oh, it's the best power to change it. PID I. KI 2617 point x 422. Okay, and then for KD it is 1 07 point 3479. Okay. Okay. Okay, and this we connect with the input. Okay, and then we will try to convert with the input. Okay. Okay. You can see this this the result for PID controller. PID controller, this is the result. Okay, refer to time domain analysis. You have studied how to calculate rise time, fixed time, and maximum overshoot and settling time from this signal. This is easy for you. It's easy for you to measure it. Or I think maybe I want to show to you. Okay. This you can see here. Here is the input. We subsystem 3. We want to know the blue maximum. There is the maximum of the blue. It is the maximum minus 1, and that is RMS, and then this is the time when it reaches the maximum. It is the maximum. You can read. You can find it. There is the maximum. It means if we see here the maximum of pursuit, there is 40%, 41.2%. 41.2%. It is more than it mean not fulfill the requirement. It is need still need adjustment. This the problem if we try to tuning PID using manual. This rise time you also can get it rise time here. Rise time, and in using this MATLAB tool, you can I think you can get all rise time, fixed time, maximum pursuit, and then also settling time. You can explore MATLAB more in order you get more. It is a pursuit. It is it a pursuit and cycle period. If you you can try to measure it by manual or other mechanism that you can do it. Okay, next we continue with the last list. Design the PID controller using the block that there is in MATLAB. Okay, there is the PID. We add here sorry it is okay. We need this copy. Okay. Okay. Is it feedback? Okay, there is input. Okay. This is our system. Okay, if we want to compare with the input, okay. Okay, now we tuning, automatic tuning. We tune. There is after you click the PID, you can show this display. And there is this you click here, it means you auto tune. The first you see there is the values. After the tuning, what happened you can see next. It takes 10 minutes I think. we wipe it first till the tuning process finish. Okay, this it have been finished. This is the response, tuning response, and then we update the block. You see, after we click this, what happened in the PID parameter? You see, this have been changed. This is value for KP, KI, and KD. That is the value. Okay, now it's okay. We can run the block. Okay, this is the response. There is the response after retuning. That is the response of the controller. If we see here, the maximum pursuit is lower than manual. If we see here, the maximum pursuit only 9.4%, 9.4%. Because of from here we minus 1, and because this set point is 1, it means this distance it is 1.094 minus 1, multiple 100%. It is 9.4 percent. And then there is the fixed time where the maximum is exists. Okay, and although other you can see by explore more about this. And then there is the rise time 1.257, or if we change this, although maybe it is the change. Okay, next I will show that. Okay, now we want to compare between manual tuning and auto tuning. It is for it is for manual tuning. This is for input, and it is for auto tuning. Okay, we see what happened. Okay, you see there is auto tuning and there is the manual tuning. Manual tuning, it is fast to stable, but it is takes time to stable. Okay, until 10 seconds still not stable, but here I think 2 point it is stable. But the problem is maximum pursuit so high. It maximum pursuit high. This is the problem. But it is the mechanism how to design controller, PID controller using MATLAB. Okay, I hope you can explore more. By explore more, you can understand more. Okay, see you next class, I think.